Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Hello, friends and neighbors, and welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast. My name is Matt, one of your DOS hosts. With me, as always, my good buddy, who is definitely not getting duked, Mysterious Mike Talent.
Hey, everybody. No, I'm not getting duked today, but I am excited to talk about this movie because Matt doesn't like it.
I feel like I got duked or duped. All right, Mike. Well,
maybe.
Hold on. I have to do this because guess what? I have not done this for at least 3 podcasts. Mike.
Oh, no.
For Real Film Nerds episode number 190.
Woo!
Yeah.
There you go, dude. You got it.
I got it. I finally got it. When I'm sitting there editing, I'm like, oh, crap. I forgot to do it again. Well, I got it this time. All right. So for episode number 190 of the Real Film Nerds podcast, we sat down and watched an Amazon original picked by my co-host here, Mr. Mike Talent, with the title of Get Duked, which originally was called Boys in the Wood, which I think is a much better title.
Yeah, but I don't think there was any trees, really.
No, there wasn't.
I don't think the Highlands has as many trees.
The one tree they had, they found, and they hid behind. So, all right, Mike, finish drinking your beer, and go ahead and give us the rundown for Get Duked.
All right, so this was written and directed by Ninian Doff. And this movie is starring Eddie Izzard, Kate Dickey, Vijay Junja, Samuel Bottomley, Ryan Gordon, and Louis Gribben. And it's about a hip-hop inspired comedy that follows 4 city boys on a wilderness trek as they try to escape mysterious huntsmen while on the influence of drugs.
AKA rabbit poops.
Hey man, it's the secret of the Highlands, Matt.
That's why they call it the Highlands. It's ridiculous.
See, dude, you're quoting it. You love this movie, Matt. This is
loved
great.
It. I ran out and bought it right away. I got the 4K version with the 3-disc special edition, and immediately threw it on the ground outside in the parking lot and peed all over it and stomped on it. It was garbage.
Wow. So it wasn't hot garbage, it was pee-covered garbage?
It's definitely both.
Urine-covered garbage, which I guess you don't... It's not hot, right? It's like a lukewarm, kind of, like a 98.6.
Well, it was garbage that started getting hot and helped evaporate the pee.
Oh, wow. That's... Okay. Got it.
So, in other words, it's a quality film.
Yeah. I like this movie quite a bit, Matt. So, I guess we both see where we stand on this.
Yeah, we don't even need to talk anymore. We're done. The podcast is over. It was garbage for me. Mike loved it. Mike gives 5 out of 5 reels. I give a half a reel. Move along.
Oh man, half a reel. Whoa.
No, I'm not going to give it a half a reel. You're the only one that ever asked if we could do a half a reel.
Oh, it was for that one movie, Matt. The one with the moving cities or whatever. Oh, I hated that movie so bad.
Yeah, Mortal Engines was rough. It was rough.
Yeah, Mortal Engines. But yeah, I like Get Duked, man. I thought it was kind of fun.
All right, so Mike, we had a trivia question to win a movie, to win a copy of Most Wanted last week. Do you remember what the question was?
No, I don't remember what the question was.
Well, I'm glad you listened to our podcast, Mike. You are an avid listener. You were a terrible host. How dare you? Hey, you don't even remember. Mike, the question to win a copy of Most Wanted was, what country would you least like to be locked up in? Remember?
Oh, yeah. I do remember now. Yes.
All right. So here are some entries that we received.
Okay.
Thailand, where the film is based. Mexico, which is where, I think I brought that one up. Russia.
Mm-hmm.
North Korea.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with that one for sure.
Yeah.
China.
Okay.
If they have like small like prisons with like 5-foot high ceilings, that would be horrible for me.
That would be your worst nightmare.
It'd be pretty bad, yeah. And then last but not least, Rwanda.
Ooh.
Do they even lock
Man.
people up down there? Don't they just kill them? I know. I'm just guessing.
I don't know. No, I don't know. All right, man. No, for me, that's up between two countries. What are you thinking?
On which one you would least want to be in?
Yeah.
I really don't want to be locked up in any of them.
Oh man, that's oh come on.
But I said Mexico. I'd say probably North Korea is probably the worst.
That probably is the worst.
Yeah, I go with North Korea, probably the worst. And then, I don't know, man. Rwanda or Thailand would be pretty bad.
Yeah. All right.
I haven't been to any of them other than Mexico. I've been to Mexico, but. So, you know what that means, Mike? We need to talk about our next giveaway because guess what? We have another one. That's right. It keeps rolling.
Yes, Matt. You're doing such a good job at getting all these giveaways because this talent over here is not doing very talented things.
You are not. We're going to have to change your name again. It's no longer going to be Mike Talent. It's going to be the Talentless Mike of Mystery.
Oh, man, the Talentless of Mystery.
I like it.
Nice.
I like it.
Dude, that's good. I like that a lot.
All right, so this week we are giving away a free copy of Rogue Warfare: Death of a Nation. Now, this is the third film in a trilogy. I have not heard of Rogue Nation. I have not seen the other two. It looks like an interesting concept action film. Mike, have you watched any of the Rogue Nation films?
It sounds familiar. I don't think I've seen them, but it does sound kind of familiar.
I screwed that up. Not Rogue Nation, Rogue Warfare. Sorry about that. So, Rogue Warfare, I watched the trailer for this third one. It has a pretty decent cast in it. Not a whole lot of big names, but it is currently streaming now on Redbox and on demand. Stephen Lang and Will Yoon Lee, sorry about that, I screwed that up for sure, return for the final chapter in an action-packed trilogy, Rogue Warfare: Death of a Nation. When a deadly bomb is set to detonate, the team must race against time to disarm it and defeat their enemy. You can stream Rogue Warfare: Death of a Nation instantly on your smart TV or favorite device with the Redbox app today. It is rated R, and it comes to us from Paramount Pictures, and they are giving us a handful of copies to give away. So if you would like to win or be entered into the drawing to win one of these copies, just email us. We're not going to make you do anything fancy on this one. Just email us and let us know. We'll put your name in a hat. So make sure to let us know because we're probably going to have a lot since nobody's doing anything. But anyways, here's the full synopsis of the film. Stephen Lang and Will Yoon Lee return for the final chapter in this action-packed trilogy after rescuing Daniel, played by Lee, from the terrorist Black Mask organization. The team uncovers plans for a deadly bomb set to detonate in 36 hours that threatens world order. With no time to recover, Daniel must throw his life back on the line as he and his elite team of soldiers race against time to find the bomb and defeat their enemy once and for all. Outnumbered and overmatched, each soldier must find their inner strength and skill to overcome insurmountable odds. I watched the trailer. It looked pretty interesting. It's the organization, the Rogue Warfare organization is like super soldiers. I get maybe not super soldiers because that it says like almost superhero, but like the best of the best kind of soldiers put together that forms this elite team trying to protect the world as a whole from terrorism, which is an interesting concept because instead of, one nation taking control and being, the world police, it's everyone working together with their best and finest. So that's kind of a cool concept.
Yeah, that is cool. So it's kind of like a global special forces kind of thing?
Yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it. Yeah, I like that. Global special forces, yeah. So, anyways, there you go. You want to win a copy of this action-packed terrorist, thrill ride? Hit us up. Email us, nerds@realfilmnerds.com. And don't forget your shitty selfies. Go to Mike@realfilmnerds.com. He loves them. You might not get a reply because even though he deals with the tech sector for his career, he can't figure out simple email.
Yep, that's true. It's very true. Make sure you email me all those shitty selfies. And Matt, super awesome. That movie sounds great. I'm actually going to watch it when I get a chance here.
Okay.
So
well, good. All right. Well, back on with our program of Get Duked, right?
Yeah, man.
Or did you have something else you were going to say? I'm sorry.
No. I'm ready to talk about Get Duked. This movie to me was just, I don't know. I was looking for something different, Matt. There wasn't a whole lot of new things on. There was something on Netflix, but it looked really sad, and I felt like we don't need any sad things. This is ridiculous but funny. So I was kind of going for something like that. Matt, did the Scottish accents bother you? Like, did you have to turn on the subtitles like you said you were going to have to?
Dude, they were on another level. Like, I watched this with my girlfriend, Stacy, and she literally spent years growing up in London. Not like she didn't spend her whole childhood there, but she grew up in Great Britain, the UK, and she was like, yeah, you need to turn on the subtitles because I don't even know what the hell they're saying.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean,
all right.
Dude, that did not help this cause. Like, having this super thick, fast accent it made it worse for me. It just really made it worse.
Nice. It didn't bother me at all. I don't know. Something about accents doesn't bother me.
Or every single movie you watch, you just don't pay attention to the dialogue.
Right. I'm in it for the pictures.
Yeah. I understand.
It's like how I read my comic books. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but usually the picture's 1,000 words.
Oh, are you getting back into comics now, Mike? That's good to hear.
No, I'm not getting back into comics, man. I'm just kidding. I don't really read that much, though, these days. I used to read a little bit more, but when you have a little child, all your time is sucked away into child.
Well, isn't that what your wife is for?
Oh, man. Hopefully Mags listens to this one.
It's okay. I'm sure she already doesn't like me, so it's fine.
No, I would say it's not what your wife is for.
Good, Mike. Good backtracking. I'm glad you're in there. All right, so Get Duked. Speaking of, I don't know, a horrible film, Get Duked.
Oh, come on, man. I enjoyed the, kind of coming of age story between these three delinquents and one somewhat sheltered child, all just getting together and experiencing this kind of camping, not really camping, but just adventure in the Highlands. It was a lot of fun for me to watch.
Dude, the story made no sense. It literally went nowhere until the end of the film.
What do you mean? Like they just went and walked around. It was great.
Right. Great.
What did you want from it, man? They were just
a movie. I don't know. I guess that's too much to ask.
I don't know. I guess the simple story I enjoyed. My favorite part. Well, I'll wait until we get to spoilers. So, Matt, I'm going to ask you a question first, so we can get into the spoilers.
Wow, you were fast today.
What are you drinking, sir?
Oh, you didn't even say it the cool way. Damn it, Mike. Well, thank God my saving grace is here. I went to the store after I passed a large test on my way back from Phoenix, and I was able to find a case of the Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. Woo!
Oh, nice. Very nice, man. I was eyeing one of those, and I thought about getting it. I might get it for the next one. I might get some kind of Oktoberfest for the next episode, which will be talking about Harvest Horror Fest, our third annual Harvest Horror Fest.
Episode 191.
Yes, episode 191. But what am I drinking, Matt? That's a great question.
I was going to ask,
am drinking,
which IPA is it today?
I am drinking it's a Gold Cliff IPA from Kona Brewing. Don't worry, man. I'm going to get some Oktoberfest.
I'm disappointed.
Something.
You are Mr. Pumpkin Ale, and you have not had one pumpkin ale this season.
Dude, they're like gone. Like, it's over. I don't know. August was last month, and so now pumpkins. It's almost winter. It's stouts time.
I don't know, dude. Maybe you should talk to him about a pumpkin spice latte beer.
Oh, Matt, they have one. It's called Basic Bitch.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a PSL beer. It's called Basic Bitch.
And how did you not buy that just to drink it on this show?
I can still get it, I think. Maybe.
I mean, Mike, I'm pretty sure your man card has been forfeited multiple times just on this podcast, so might as well.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a card, mine's been thrown away and stomped on and burned. And
it's been burned to ashes and blown away by the wind. Poor Mike.
Yes.
All right, so that means it's my turn. Let's see if you were able to do it, Mr. Mysterious Mike Talent, or, as we are renaming him, No Talented Mike. Oh, crap. What was the last thing I said? Not mysterious? I don't know. I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think it was like Mysterious. Or Lord. No, not Lord. Oh, what did you say? It was funny, though.
Yeah, I'll have to. I'll listen to it. I'm editing. It's fine. It's fine. So, all right, Not Talented Mysterious Mike. How does Get Duked relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Matt, thanks for asking. So this relates to the MCU with a makeup artist. Kristen Mollett was a makeup artist for this movie and for Guardians of the Galaxy. I actually was worried that I wasn't going to be able to find one. This is kind of a small movie based in Scotland. I wasn't sure what I was going to get out of this, but once again, the MCU is vast in its I don't know, tentacles of connectivity of the movie industry.
Well, you do know a lot of the MCU films are filmed over in London and the UK, and this was filmed in the UK. It was not filmed in the Highlands, but it was filmed in the UK. So it would make sense that you should be able to find someone. But, I mean, that poor girl, she is taking a backward slide in her career.
Hey, man. I don't know why you hated this movie so much.
It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. There's the only redeeming qualities in it is how they shot it and how they told the story. I'm not that into hip hop, but some of that stuff was really interesting and fun. And then they literally eat rabbit turds to trip balls. Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous.
I loved it. It was so funny, dude. So funny.
It's not. It was stupid. The best part of the whole film, FYI, we're in spoilers, everyone, for those of you who this is your first time listening to our podcast. So that's why I'm talking rabbit turds and spoiling it. The funniest part of the whole thing was the bread thief scene. Like, where they're sitting there, talking, and the, commander or whatever, the police force is like, there are 6-month-old babies out there that don't even know what a baguette is. I mean, that was just, the most funny part of the whole film.
It was so serious, all this stuff, throw this away, pedophiles, all this stuff. Where's this bread going?
Who's stealing the bread?
Gotta find the bread. I loved how at the end it came back around with the bread thief, because I thought it was just
it was good. Yeah.
I thought it was just it was something they were going to drop off. I really like how it came all the way back around. It was very fun.
The van was just full of bread. Yeah.
It's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Well, Mike, why don't you talk about your boy, Beetroot?
Oh, dude. DJ Beetroot? It was fun. I'm not the biggest hip hop fan, and DJ Beetroot was kind of ridiculous because every song except for one of the songs in this movie was all about his giant, large penis, which, me and penis is pretty cool, but
there were no flaccid penis in this. Were you disappointed?
I was a bit.
I knew it, but they sing about flaccid penises.
Yes, yes, they do sing about flaccid penises. Oh, Matt, speaking of peni.
Oh, Craig, what the hell did I do now? Lord.
Did you see the latest episode of The Boys on Amazon?
Oh, God, that was ridiculous. That was like, I didn't even think about that. I was like, oh, man, Mike is going to have a field day about this. It's not only flaccid, it is literally feet long. Feet long.
Yeah. So super sidetrack, everyone. The Boys on Amazon, which is a series. Their latest episode that just came out, season 2, episode 5, 6,
is
something
one of
like
those,
that.
yeah.
I'm not sure which episode. There's a character whose superpower is a giant penis that he can control and do things with. It's kind of like
he can extend it.
I don't know, Stretch Armstrong, but penis.
Or Mr. Fantastic is a better comparison, but with just his junk.
Yeah. And one of the characters kind of gets strangled by it, and once they realize what it was quite funny. So
if you like the show that much, Mike, you should really read the comic. It's darker and grittier than the show.
I don't know. I enjoy the show quite a bit. Every episode is just funnier and funnier, and just Anyway,
you know how he has a little dog that's staying with his aunt, like the little British bulldog? Yeah, that's a character from the start in the comic book that goes around with Billy Butcher.
Well, I'm sure the comic book is great, Matt, but
there's a reason why they made it into a TV show. I
enjoy the show quite a bit. So that's a sidetrack, people. I'm sorry, but Matt, you got me started on peni, and I just had to keep going.
No, you got yourself started on penises.
Anyway, DJ Beetroot was an awesome character. He was ridiculous. He's he can't get dirty, and he has these stickers. I don't know how did it, he must have put 1,000 stickers out on this tractor when they're talking to one of these Scottish farmers. And it was really funny because he runs into him later, and I thought he was going to be really upset because he gave him his thing, and he actually loved his music, and they all are jamming to it. That was a fun scene.
Yeah,
that was a fun scene.
All the farmers that were tripping balls on mushrooms watching it.
Yeah, and they were drinking too.
Well, yeah, but they were mostly eating the rabbit poops. But I mean, Mike, did you recognize the farmer?
Yeah, I recognize him from Braveheart.
James Cosmo from Braveheart. Yep.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's one of the.
Of course.
He's also in Troy and Chronicles of Narnia, but he was actually one of the bigger names in this film. He's third in the pecking order on IMDb.
Yeah, no, he of course I recognized him. But yeah. So I don't know, Matt. All
right.
I like
here, Mike. Tell me why you like it so much. Convince me to give it higher than half a reel, because right now it's at half a reel.
Oh man. So you didn't enjoy just the ridiculous antics of the stories about the kid lighting his poop on fire and just burning down the whole bathroom?
What?
Oh man.
I don't remember him talking about lighting his poop on fire.
Yeah. Did you watch the movie?
Yes, I did watch the movie.
Yeah, the one character, the really dumb one. Hold on.
Well, that cuts it down.
Let's see.
Are you talking about Duncan?
Duncan. So Duncan's character, the reason that they got in trouble, he was trying to light his poop on fire. And he burned down the whole thing, and then they filmed it, and then DJ Beetroot rapped it to it. It was right in the beginning.
Clearly, I must have been trying to figure out how to work the frickin' subtitles. You know, if I could understand them, I might have enjoyed this movie a little bit better. But it was bad.
Wow.
Like, their accents were
didn't
so
have
strong.
I didn't have any problem with the accents. I don't know. Maybe it was from when Mags and I were flying back from Iceland. We sat next to a Scottish couple, or a Scottish family, and they were making fun of their kids the whole time. It was hilarious.
Well, aren't you special?
But I don't know. I didn't have any problems with the accents.
Dude, it was super, super thick and really fast. It's one thing when they're thick and they enunciate, but when they talk really fast, it's it's really difficult. Like the British guy, like their instructor guy or whatever, was fine. I understood him fine.
Oh, okay. So, but what did you think about like the cops just going around and like, and the one like getting high and like just freaking out, and then they thought there were zombies chasing. Like
that was funny. That part was funny when the tractor
okay.
came out and they were doing all that stuff. But the cops being like stupid, ridiculous cops, I felt like it was a cop out. Like they were just trying to do that, and it wasn't very successful. Like in films like Hot Fuzz.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I mean, it was just they were just kind of doing it,
I will give it to you that the kind of weird couple that were like hunting the guys was pretty strange. It's pretty freaking strange. It would have been nice. I thought there was going to be more of a story.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have some information on why they're doing it. I mean, they had some news clippings real fast, but I mean, they didn't really delve too much into it. They're just, we're going to go kill kids that are randomly walking through a field. Wonderful.
All they said was they were trying to cull the herd.
Wonderful.
Of people. Like I thought there was going to be a little bit more to like it like the rich getting rid of the poor, or like I thought there was going to be like a little bit like politic. Yeah, like a politic thing, and nope. Nothing. Just random people running around in the Highlands, and there's like this extended scene where there's a bunch of missing kids or whatever.
Yeah, on the
like they
trailhead.
Just hung on that. Yeah, on the trailhead, and I'm like, well, that was easy foreshadowing, but like then right after that they show like a little person, like standing on a hill, like looking at him. I'm like, well, you couldn't even wait like 10 seconds to like if you're gonna do the foreshadowing. I felt like they didn't need to show anybody for a while, like. They could have had that character appear later.
Well, and then you get more foreshadowing where you see the foot in the ground. And, so they're clearly not eating the people, and they're not very good at burying them either. And it's clearly a fairly fresh kill. Which I guess another thing I didn't really understand is that this is for an award, but there was only 4 of them going after the award. So if you just go and do this, you immediately get an award, because that's how they end the film, is a group of girls that are doing it. So,
yeah, it's a participation medal, Matt. Everybody gets a trophy.
It has to be. And then the Dukes, like you find out at the end as well, that the Dukes are the people that are hunting the 4 boys. It's more than 2 of them. It's a whole clan of them. Well, where the hell have they been the entire movie?
Yes. So that is very disjointed. Yeah. So that stuff's dumb. And also, like, wouldn't the police force be like, it's kind of weird. There's like 150 missing people,
all kids,
but in this area we're gonna look for this bread thief. yeah. So I don't know. I guess there's some things, but I just thought some things were funny, man. I don't know. It just appealed to my odd sense of humor, I guess.
I'm not saying there wasn't funny parts in it. There were funny parts in it, but the movie as a whole, 5 or 6 funny parts is not going to save a bad movie for me. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, Matt. Well, I guess on that sour note, let's get ready for our 3rd annual Harvest Horror Fest starting next week with the awesome title Leprechaun, starring Jennifer Aniston in her first feature film. So this is before Friends. And also, Matt, there's a tie to Star Wars.
Yeah, Warwick Davis is the Leprechaun. Come on. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. Right. Everyone knows that. That's just common knowledge.
It is.
They're like, Leprechaun? That's Warwick Davis.
Right.
He was an Ewok.
Yep. He was the Ewok. He was the most filmed Ewok in Return of the Jedi. And he was a little kid back then. He had no acting chops, no nothing. That spurred his entire career, being Wicket.
It did spur his entire career. And then, was Willow shortly after that, Matt?
Willow was quite a bit after that because
okay.
He was, like I said, he was a kid when he did Return of the Jedi. And in Willow, he's an adult. He's probably in his early 20s, I think. So it would have been probably 10 years later, maybe 5 or 6 later. I don't know.
Yeah, I know Warwick Davis has continued to make several movies and has had quite a good career, I would say.
Yes. Yep.
And yeah, so Leprechaun. Now, this is going to be fun to review, Matt. Matt, I think we saw this together.
I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah. This was 93, so that probably would have been R&M.
Yep. Yeah, I think we saw this together.
So, Mike, our listeners who want to participate and have fun and give us their reactions to the Leprechaun, where can they catch it, Mike? Do you know?
Isn't the Leprechaun streaming right now on HBO Max? Or
yep,
yeah,
HBO Max, HBO Go, HBO Now, the HBO line of products, whichever one you have. You can catch the 1993 incredible horror film. Gonna get 5 out of 5 reels. The Leprechaun.
Dude, it's fun. It's fun. It's ridiculous. All I have to say is this one has the best story. They only degrade from there. Leprechaun in Space, Leprechaun in the Hood.
I was gonna say, are you sure Leprechaun in the Hood isn't a good story? I mean, come on, Mike.
There's some ridiculous stuff, and all those movies that Warwick Davis came back for.
So for those of you who do not know, clearly Mike picked this one for the Harvest Horror Fest. I have next week's. We will tell you about the week after. Sorry, the week after.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So,
yeah. My bad. The week after, not next week's, because next week's is the Leprechaun. I have. Oh crap! My calendar has a advertisement for buying another calendar. There we go. The 14th is my pick, and we will tell you about that on the 7th.
Nice, dude. Nice teaser. Like you even went to look at the movie and then decided not to tell it. I like it.
Exactly. All right. So, Mike, speaking about 5 out of 5 reels, go ahead. Tell everyone how Get Duked is the highest rated film you've ever watched.
Well, I wouldn't say that, Matt, but I will give this 3 out of 5 reels. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's ridiculous. I don't know. It's my pick. I know, Matt, you hate it. So let's see. Did you inch up from a half a reel, or are we still like right at 1 reel?
Mike, I didn't hate this movie. It's just not very good. It's just, hate is a strong word. I don't use that word very often at all. I was raised by my family not to use those words unless you truly mean it, And I'm not going to say I hate this film. This film had 4 or 5 okay comedic parts, especially the bread thief. I mean, that was just ridiculous. Ridiculous fun. So, Mike, I am not at half a reel. I'm not at 1 reel. I am at 1.5 reels.
All right. That's cool. I did twice as much as you. Yeah, I like that.
So
multiply it by 2, and that's what you
for
get.
once, I am the ridiculously harsh one.
I like it, Matt. I do like it when we don't get along on the movies. I think it makes it more fun.
Well, then we better pick something other than Leprechaun next week, because I'm already giving it 5 out of 5 reels.
All right. Well, we'll see. I'm going to watch it again with new eyes. I haven't seen it in a long time, and we'll see what I think now. I am excited to see Jennifer Aniston, way back then.
Hot young Jennifer Aniston. I mean, she's still hot now. I mean, she is gorgeous. That's one of the benefits of not having kids and only getting married once.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, so. I don't know, though, man. I mean, I'm sitting here, never married, don't have any kids, and I look like a hot mess.
Well, I don't know, man. Then what, you just prove your own theory wrong?
Yeah, I did. Exactly.
While you're talking, you're just like, oh, mind blown.
Mind blown. All right, well, there you go. Don't forget to hit up our giveaway. Let us know. Just, I want a free movie. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll work. I want a free movie.
Yeah, that'll work.
You just want to have that somewhere. Just write that somewhere in the email.
Yeah, I like that. That works.
I want a free movie. And me too, man. Me too.
Other than that, I don't have anything else there, Miguelito.
Now, I am going to tease it one more time. The 3rd annual Harvest Horror Fest. I will be doing all the intros and stuff, and I'm going to try and come up with something fun to talk about in every movie, or just something different. So I'm going to do my research on this one. We're going to find out all about, your luck just running out or whatever. So leprechauns and rainbows. I don't know. I'm just gonna try and have some fun with it. I think it's gonna be fun.
For those of you who don't know Mike as well as I do, this is Mike being giddy. Yes, this is him being giddy. He loves Harvest Horror Fest time. It's his favorite time of the year. He can't go to Halloween Horror Nights because they canceled that and everything else because of the Rona, but he can watch his horror movies. I still don't know how you don't have a subscription to Shudder, but whatever.
I think I'm just subscribed out right now. Just so many streaming services.
So am I.
I don't have enough hours in the day to stream. Like, I almost feel like I need to stream 24 hours a day just to feel okay about how much it costs.
My wallet is subscribed out.
I understand, man. I understand.
So,
how's that baseball?
It's over now.
Is it over? Holy crap!
Yeah,
sorry.
The Diamondbacks are over, man. They got a horrible season. Awful.
It was short though, right? Because of the Rona.
It was only 60 games. Yeah.
60 games instead of the 90.
No, 100. I think it's 120 typically.
Oh my god! So half. Okay. Yeah, I guess the NBA. I don't know. Something's going on with that too. I'm not sure.
Beats me.
I don't know.
I just know that my NBA team that was here or is gone, and I will not be collecting paychecks for the rest of the season or ever again from them, which is sad.
Yeah. So, Matt, is that arena just going by the wayside? Like, who's using it?
Nope. A arena football team is moving in. So Arizona will have 3 arena football teams in the same league. There's the Tucson Sugar Skulls, which is owned by our head coach that I still work for, the Arizona Rattlers. And the third team, they have not announced the name. They're doing a crowd naming contest kind of thing, will be the third one. And the last time we had an IFL arena football team, they still owe people thousands and thousands of dollars because they really mismanaged it. Now, this is not that ownership group. This is a completely different organization from back east. I believe the ownership group is from Alabama. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll turn out good. But, I mean, if we can't get people to literally go and watch NBA stars that are literally making millions of dollars that are playing here, granted, not all of them, but some of them, we did have some rock stars come up and play and practice and stuff in games. If we can't get butts in the seats for that. They're not going to come for arena football. I'm sorry.
So, what do you think it's going to be called? The Prescott Outlaws?
Something ridiculous. I hope not the Outlaws. No, that'd be bad. There's one that someone suggested that I thought was pretty good. What was it? The Prescott Chuck Wallace? Yeah, Chuck Wallace.
Oh, okay.
You know what a Chuck Wallace is, Mike?
No, well, it's familiar. Is it something to do with like cowboys and stuff?
No, they're giant lizards that are native to Arizona. But the thing is, they're native to southern and middle Arizona, not Prescott. And they're really big lizards, not like Gila monsters or anything like that. They look like normal lizards, but they're just like big. They're like hardy. Like you can make a meal out of them, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
That's terrible.
Could it be like? No, I don't know. Could it be like the Prescott Javelinas?
Dude, they are everywhere. They are a nuisance.
Oh, perfect.
The Prescott Valley
team.
Wild Peccary. I should have suggested that one. That would be a good one. I don't know. It'll probably be something stupid like thunder or lightning bolts or sunsets or
sunsets. Oh man, we hate when we get attacked by those sunsets.
The sunsets,
they really
they're
kick
awful.
our ass. Those
They're
Arizona
so
sunsets really beat my ass.
I don't know. I hope not, but I don't know. I don't know, Mike. I don't want to like trash talk it, but I really don't hold out much hope, man. People here just, I don't know. They don't care about sports or leaving their house. I don't know.
Well, yeah, man. You happen to live in an area where it's a little bit older population, and the Rona, an older population.
Dude,
they didn't go. Good idea.
They didn't go to hockey. They didn't go to basketball. And that was before the Rona.
Gotcha. Well, Matt. I think we're going a little long, so I'm just gonna wrap this up.
Like your favorite character in The Boys.
Yeah. Man, I really dig in this season. I wish that Amazon would release it all at once. Anyway.
You gonna go leave a bad review like everyone else that did that?
Oh, I guess it could.
Dude, they wrote like news stories on it. Like people were purposely trashing The Boys on the Amazon reviews because they were releasing one episode at a time instead of all at once.
Nice. I guess I could go do that. They'll probably delete it.
No, I don't think so. I think they left him up at least for a little bit.
All right. So, anyway, make sure you follow us on all the socials and, email us, stuff, requests, enter our contest. I want a free movie. Make sure you put that somewhere in there and, it'll be yours.
Yeah, the more you guys enter this stuff and interact with us, the more we get to give away. That's just how it works.
Yeah, and we want to give away lots of stuff, and we want you to be able to watch some free movies too, because that's fun. And so rate us on podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all that. And, go out and watch as many movies as you can. And we'll catch you on the next one, which is Harvest Horror Fest, number 3, third annual. And, we're stoked. So, thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.
Good morning, Matt Hinshaw from the Real Film Nerds podcast.
Seriously, did you get caller ID?
This station will never give me caller ID. I've asked for almost 10 years. So no, I do not have the caller ID. I'm just super, super sharp on a Monday morning, Matt.
You're just definitely psychic.
Maybe a little bit of that too. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. How are you this morning, Lisa?
I'm doing well as well. It's another start to another week, and that means we're going to talk about another movie. Did you watch Get Duked?
Yes, I did, and I regret it.
Oh, no, really? Tell me.
I was not a big fan of this movie at all, and I have no idea why Mike picked it. I think he just pulled it out of a hat or something. I don't know. It was very strange. The story was not very good. The accents of the actors are on a whole nother level. I watched it with my girlfriend, who has spent several years living in London, and she needed the subtitles on because their accents were so thick. I mean, it's a very, very, very unique film that I just did not really like.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be funny, and there's a handful of places that are like really hilarious, like really good, but the majority of it is not. It's
not.
It's a weird mashup. It's attempt at like doing a humorous, like surviving the game or a hunt.
Okay.
And it just falls flat. It really emphasizes like hip hop and drug culture and all this other stuff, and it didn't do it for me.
It didn't do it for you. Well, we talked about this last week. The tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes gave it 86. Does that seem high to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So were the critics, clearly.
Yeah. The audience score was 63, so that was pretty high too.
Yeah. Well, that's a little bit more in line. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it was not that good.
How many
It's
reels?
unique.
Yeah. How many reels are you going to give it?
I give it 1.5, and that's being generous.
Wow. Have you ever given a film that low of a reel before?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have.
I don't know if you have on this show.
I think I did. I don't know if you remember Mortal Engines.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It was down there as well.
That movie was rough. I really had high hopes for that movie.
Yeah,
so.
Okay. All right. So you don't recommend Get Duked?
No, I don't think it's worth your time. Not at all. I think it's a waste of an hour and a half.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. What will we visit this next week?
Next week is the start of October, and every October we do our Harvest Horror Fest, where we review nothing but horror movies for the entire month.
This will be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it. What film are you going to watch first?
The first one out of the gate is the 1993 classic starring Warwick Davis and Jennifer Aniston, Leprechaun.
Leprechaun. I hear it's a good one.
I think it'll be fun. It's an older film. It's goofy. You know, a lot of these older horror movies did not age well.
Right. Have you seen this one before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, You have. All right. So you already know what you think about it. Okay. So Leprechaun. So if people want to play along, they should watch it this week and join us on Monday.
Yeah, and it is going to be on, I believe, HBO Max / HBO Go if you have one of those.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can watch it there.
Perfect. Fantastic. So you must love the horror films, I'm assuming.
Me? No, I'm actually not a horror fan.
Oh.
No, I'm a sci-fi. I like sci-fis and comedies and dramas and action movies and
everything but.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate horror films.
Yeah.
They're just not like most people that like horror films like really like them.
Yeah.
And my co-host really, really, really likes horror films.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay,
sure,
that's fine. We'll do it.
I think the last horror film I watched was The Exorcist when it came out.
So
yeah, I'm not a big.
Are you going to watch The Leprechaun with us?
You know, I might watch The Leprechaun. Yeah, I don't. I think I might be able to handle that.
Okay.
Excellent. All right, you guys, catch Matt's podcast. It's called The Real Film Nerds, and catch him here every Monday morning on what station, Maddie?
Magic 99.1.